Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I have been wanting to film this video for like a week now, but I'm a dumbass hoe and I lost the charger batteries for my camera. So I started filming this video like a while ago and with like the battery I had left on my camera, and then it died and I was down in Denver and I was like, well, I'll just try and film the rest of it on my phone. The quality looked okay on my phone, and then like when I like went to edit, like the half that was on the camera looked A1 and then the half on my phone just looked like trash. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna put this up. Just refilm it all. So here we are. Basically in today's video I'm going to talk about my work experience at Zumiez. I had this idea because when I started working there like almost 2 years ago, everyone was like, what is it like to work there? Like, it seems really chill, but like, what is it like to work there? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Don't mind me, I'm looking ratchet as hell because it is literally 90 million degrees in this room. I'm so fucking tired. I had a bad dream last night. That doesn't really matter in this video. So basically I got the job right as I turned 16. You have to be 16 to apply. So when I was 16, I applied. I really had an interest in Zumiez because like it was the cool place to work. Like all of like, you look so edgy when you work there, you know? So I was like, alright. So I knew a couple of the workers there because I was always in there and I liked the clothes at the time. So I was always in there. Yeah, so Zumiez, I wanted to work there because I was like, yo, it seems so chill, relaxed, like I want to work there. And so I went in there and I knew a couple of the managers because I was in there all the time. And so I was like, hey, like, are you guys hiring? And they're like, yeah, like, give us your info and we'll call you to set up like an interview. I was like, okay, cool. So they called me and I don't even remember if they called me or I was in there because I like lived at the mall at this point because I was a 16-year-old hoe. So they were setting up group interviews. So I was like, okay, set up my interview. I showed up that day or whatever. And I was like, hey, like, how many other people are going to be in this interview with me? And they were like, oh, just one other guy. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, that's cool. When they told me it was just going to be one other guy, I was like, okay, that's sick. Like, I was stoked. I was standing in the store and I was getting ready for my interview. And I was waiting for the other guy to get there. And I was talking to one of the managers that I knew. Every time I was in there, he would talk to me and we would, like, have conversations. And I really liked him. We were, like, talking. And he's like, oh, hey, like, the other guy who you're interviewing just walked in. Like, which guy is it? I'm gonna sound like a terrible person telling this part of the story, but, like, I think I have to put it in because you'll see what the Zumiez is like and, like, the people that they hire, you know? It's like, the other guy's here, like, he's right there. And I was like, which one? And he's like, the guy right there. The guy who walked in, who's gonna interview, he had slicked back hair. He was wearing a suit. Fancy ass suit, like with a tie. He kept like tightening his tie and he'd walk around, like, unfold a shirt and like delicately fold it and like place it back, and I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? And I'm not like trying to be mean or like rag on that guy. It's just like, if you've ever been into Zumiez, you know it's like half skate shop, half like clothes. So the thing that weirded us out about this guy, you came in here wearing a suit, like talking all proper, like had your pinky up, and you want to work at a skate shop. I don't know why he, if he was that proper, would put himself through dealing with rowdy ass teenagers all day, you know? So he came in and the manager who was doing the interviews came over and was like, alright guys, like, we're gonna go down to the coffee shop like downstairs and do the interview. And I was like, okay, cool. And usually you have to like fill out an application and like fancy shit, but like it was so laid back. We literally went down there and he had like a piece of paper and like some pencils, ripped the paper in half and was like, here, like, I'm gonna ask you questions, write down your answers. And we were like, okay, like, that's chill. Keep in mind that that day I was like wearing t-shirts, like ripped jeans and like a beanie. Like, I was like not in a suit. And so we get down there, we're like filling out our things and he's asking all about like, I don't know, taxes? Is that like a fancy thing to ask about? I don't know, I was 16. I was getting my first job. I wasn't worried about like taxes. I don't know what he was asking about, but it was something along the lines of like, I'm still a child. I still don't know about taxes. So he was asking all these like questions and I was like sitting there and I was like, hey, like, I snowboard, like, could sling some snowboards, like, and he's like, okay, cool. And like the guy who was interviewing us, our manager, was also wearing like this chain bracelet, t-shirt, and like a beanie. So it was like me and him and then this guy in a suit, which was really weird. But we get back to the store and I'm talking to the guy who I said I liked, the one that I talked to, one of the other managers. And he was like, dude, like I've talked to the interviewing manager and we just, like, he decided that you're probably gonna get the job. Like, the other guy was like not fit for Zumiez, like we have a look here, like, I was like, alright, whatever. And that's me at the time, like, feeling like, damn, I'm so edgy, like that's why they picked me, because I'm fucking edgy. The interviewing manager was like, hey, like I'll give you a call in a week to see if like you got the job, which you probably did, I'm not even gonna lie. We'll just like, I'll call you in a week to like get you all set up with like papers and stuff, I guess. So I was like, okay, cool. So I left, like a week went by and I didn't get a call, and then another week went by and I didn't get a call. So I was like, damn, like, okay, maybe I didn't get the job, like maybe I just wasn't nice enough, like I don't know, like I just didn't get the job. I was like, whatever. So I was at the mall again because, again, I was a 16-year-old hoe and I lived at the mall. I was at the mall again, and so I go in there and it's the guy I was talking to, and I was like, hey, like, have they decided, like, who they're hiring? Like, how is that going? And he's like, oh, no, they haven't hired anyone. Like, I thought he was supposed to call you. Like, they're still working it out, I guess. I don't really know. I'm not in charge of hiring. And I was like, okay, damn. Like, I'm just like, that's fine. I'm just here to show my face so you don't, like, forget about me. I don't know. So he's like, yeah, totally. Like, I'll tell him you were here. I was like, sick, thanks. When he interviewed me, he told us both, like, hey, even if you don't get the job, we'll call you to tell you. So that's why I was, like, really upset that they didn't call me. I was like, this is dumb. Like, you said you would call me even if I didn't get the job and you fucking didn't. So what the fuck? A couple days later, I'm in Boulder and I'm driving home 11:30 at night. Like, it was, like, late at night. And I get a call and I was like, hello? And he's like, hey, it's so-and-so. Like, do you still want that job? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. Like, I've been waiting for 2.5 weeks because you said you were gonna call me and you didn't. And he's like, yeah, sorry, like, oh, I got busy, like, I was like, whatever, like, that's cool, like, yes, I want the job, it's my first job, I'm so stoked, like, yes, I want the job. He's like, okay, cool, like, come in, like, whenever, like, as soon as you can to, like, get set up and, like, meet, like, the store manager and all of that. And I was like, okay, cool, like, I'll be in there, like, in the next couple days. So I go in with, like, my passport, my ID, like, just, like, shit. So I'm, like, filling out on their computer, like, all this stuff, and then this really cute girl walks in, and she came in from the back. She was like, I love her to death, and I still talk to her, she's so sweet. She has, like, all these tattoos, like, this little black, like, bob, like, this, like, red lipstick that's, like, creasing from, like, where she was smoking her cigarette, like, she was adorable, and she's like, what's up, like, I'm the store manager, like, it's nice to meet you, and I was like, okay, cool, and she's like, well, we're gonna have you start today if that's fine, like, we're not gonna have you, like, set hours, but, like, I want you to stay just for the rest of the day, and then you can all go home, like, during closing. And she's, like, telling me, I'm like, well, there's not a whole lot of rules here, like, she's like, we're not like the strict-ass people who are, like, you can't talk to your coworkers when you're on the floor. Just, you can have your phone on you, just don't, like, be playing on it if there's customers in the store. And don't dress like a slut. On your first day, basically, they have you greet people, and they show you around the store, like, this is the girl's side, this is the guy's side, this is, like, the kid's side, like, these are where the skate decks are, this is where the shoes are, blah, blah, blah. And if you've ever been to Zumiez, a lot of them are set up where it's like, they have all their shoes stacked up above, like, basically on the ceiling. They have the shoes up there, separated by, like, brand and, like, size and stuff like that. You know, my first day is, like, get up on the ladders and, like, find shoes for them and, like, you know, like, basic stuff like that, getting to know the store. I didn't work with anyone except for managers on my first day. I don't know if they did that on purpose or, like, that's just how it is, but I liked a lot of the people I worked with. I mean, my boyfriend I met working there, like, I enjoyed a lot of the people I worked with, but there was a couple that made me want to strangle them. Like, people just think because Zumiez is so chill, they could do whatever the fuck they want. Like, people would come in drunk, like, people would do cocaine in the back room, like, it was something else, honestly, like, I don't know, it was a fucking shit show. It was a shit show, that's what it was, but at the time, I didn't really care, because I was 16, it was my first job, I was like, damn, like, this is so cool. I mean, honestly, if I still worked there, I would probably still enjoy it, like, it's really laid back. It was a good time, I liked working there a lot, but going back to where I was, some of the people that worked there, made me want to die. I don't know what it is about Zumiez that makes the worst girls on the earth want to work there. Like, I know that sounds bad coming from me because, like, I was a girl and I worked there, but, like, holy shit. I have never met more of a two-faced bitch than I did working there. I've also never met more of a baby prostitute than I have working there. I don't understand what it is about Zumiez that, like, brings the bitches to the yard. Like, I'm sure a lot of people there didn't like me either, but, like, I thought I was pretty chill. I was just kind of there. Like, I don't get along with girls in general, so, like, I guess that would make sense why I didn't like some of the girls there, but, like, she had, like, black hair, like, one side was shaved, she had, like, 30 fucking face piercings and, like, 20 tattoos, and she was 16 at the time. Like, I got my tattoo on my side for my 16th birthday, but I didn't get it till, like, 6 months after my 16th birthday, and then I got this one because I paid for it, and I was in Hawaii, and I was like, I'm not missing an opportunity to get an artist in Hawaii to do my tattoo. So, she worked at a tattoo place on the side, and she took pole dancing classes. So, what pissed me off about her is how she thought she was God fucking blessing on this goddamn fucking earth. She thought everyone loved her, and she was the shit, and you should fucking bow down to me. Like, I get it. I have my days where I get cocky too, but bitch, the world doesn't fucking revolve around you. She pisses me off to, like, she makes me so fucking mad. And she never wore clothes. Like, she would wear, like, this kind of shirt and, like, pull it up to, like, here and pull whatever boobs she did have up. She was like a AAA cup, like, did not have boobs. Show her stomach, and then she'd wear these sweats and, like, drop them down to where you could, like, see her cooch. And, like, she got me so mad. She was such a fucking slut. So I was the cashier girl there. So I was always on register. And every time, okay, get this guy came up with a snowboard, and I was like, alright, like, who helped you today? Because I didn't know where this bitch was, because she was never here. She was always flirting with some guy in the corner. I was like, whatever. So I was like, who helped you? And he was like, get ready for this? The naked girl in the back. What? Sorry, what? What was that? One more time. The naked girl in the back helped me. I have goosebumps. This is pissing me the fuck off. I hate her. She was a fucking prostitute. It wasn't cute. She didn't have a butt. She didn't have boobs. She didn't have a cute face. She was not cute. And she... Another story about her, because I'm in a ranty mood before I get back to actually the point of this video. It was Black Friday or Thanksgiving or one of those two busy ass days. I was on register, ringing people out. Like, the line was, like, around the entire fucking store. So I was, like, ringing people out. She comes up. Hey, Riley. You see that guy over there? I'm not looking. I'm like, uh-huh. No, you're not even looking. The guy back there in, like, the white? Uh-huh. He's totally hitting on me. Like, he's so creepy. I get that I'm really hot, but, like, leave me alone, bitch! Like, what? Like, I don't care. I'm gonna strangle you with the cord of our fucking credit card machine. Like, stop. So I'm gonna go and talk about a little bit of why I quit. So the last month I was there, well, about 4 or 5 months after I got there, my boyfriend quit. So I was like, all right, well, that's a lot of motivation gone for me. And then, like, all of my friends that I was, like, started working with, who we got really close, they all started quitting, and I was like, whatever, like, I'll stick it out, because, like, 2 of the other managers, well, one was a key holder, but they both moved away. They were my best friends. I love them to death, but they left. My 2 top managers, like, my store manager and my assistant store manager, and I really liked them. I love them. Like, I still talk to them all the time, like, put in their 2 weeks at the same time. So I was like, alright, like, I don't know how much longer I want to work here. Like, this is stupid. One of the kids that I was really close with, he got, like, promoted to, like, an assistant manager. So, like, there was 2 assistant managers running our store at the time. The other one was the two-faced bitch who I hate, but I'm not even going to get into that. So there's those 2 running the store. I was like, whatever, like, I can deal with this. And then the Mills Mall shut down, so they sent over a manager that they had at their store. I have never met a more sexist person in my life. Holy shit. Like, if you look up sexist in the fucking diary, there'll be a picture of this douchebag in there. Like, he is, like, the worst human I've ever met. He is also, like, thinks he's fucking the world's revolving around him. Like, you all should fucking bow down to me when I sneeze. Like, He was like that, but on top of that, he was fucking sexist, and it pissed me the fuck off. Like, that, like, gender roles, fuck gender roles. Oh my god. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're good at what you do, sure, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it makes me so fucking mad about how sexist he was. Like, so fucking mad. Literally, when he got there, he was like all buddy-buddy with all of like the guys at the store. And the two-faced bitch, she was like trying to suck his dick when she had the same boyfriend for 30 years, but it's fine. So he was all buddy-buddy with her and then like all the guys in the store. And at that point, I was like one of the only girls left working there. It was me, the two-faced bitch, and the fucking baby prostitute. I love my life. So he was all friends with them except for me and baby prostitute. And I was like, all right, whatever. And at this point in my life, I was struggling really bad with my depression and anxiety. So like, I wanted to die every time I went into work. Like, if I got like shit talked to me, like I would have a mental breakdown. Like, I was a fucking wreck. So on top of that, this guy walking in there acting like he fucking owns the place, acting like he's so much better because he has a fucking dick. Sexist asshole, I fucking hate him. So yeah, he came in acting like he just knew everything. And granted, I've been at my store longer than he had, almost a year at that point, and he acted like he knew everything. But he would still come to me for questions, even though he fucking hated me, because I actually knew the fucking store we were in. This is the point I was friends with the two-faced bitch, because, like I said, she was two-faced, so for a while, I put up with her bullshit. So I was like, in the store one day, this is why I quit, how I quit, actually. We were in the store, and I was sitting at register with her. I don't think I was even on the clock, like I just got off or something, but I was in the store, and I was sitting by the register. So this is how the store is set up. It's like, if this is the front of the store, this is like where the register is dead in the middle of the store, and then the skate case is in the very back. Okay, so me and two-faced bitch were sitting in the cash out, and fuckboy sexist asshole should get run over by a goddamn fucking Zamboni was in the skate case. I was sitting there with her, and he yells from the skate case, "Hey bitch," her name, "you need to stop being friends with the sales kids. You need to stop being friends with the sales kids." Because he wanted the whole fucking store to be run by managers, because sales kids are fucking incompetent and they can't do fucking shit when I knew shit better than you did. You just wanted all managers because you could be the top manager to feel like you're gonna run over all these other little managers because you're the fucking god kissed your goddamn ass. Me being the depressed, anxious mess I was like, you know what? Blank, fuck you, I quit. And I walk out of the store. Well, my card was full, and I had to, like, put it on my computer before I could continue filming, which is probably a good thing, so I could, like, you know, cool down a little bit, because I was ready to throw something through the window, even just talking about the sexist asshole. After I quit, after I told him to fuck you, and then I left, if that wasn't petty enough, and it wasn't even petty. It was like, that pissed me right the fuck off. Fuck him. Fuck his morals. Later that day, it was my boyfriend's birthday. We were over at my grandma's house, and we were all sitting there, and I had like my sister-in-law, like my family was over, and I was like, told them what happened. They were like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, you know what? I regret nothing. I regret nothing. He was an asshole. Like, fuck him. Like, if he wants to run the store by himself, fucking go for it. I was talking to them, and I was like getting heated over talking about him. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna text him. I still don't even regret this, but I don't even know why this thought process came into my head. I texted him, and I was like, hey, if you think you can run the store by yourself or with just managers, go for it, buddy. But good luck finding another head sales kid as good as I was. Like, I ran the register. I knew that register better than anyone in that store. I had the best sales out of anyone in the store. And I was like, but you don't like me because I have a fucking vagina, so like, I'm not gonna put up with that shit. Like, good luck finding another person like me. That is why I quit. Because I did not like having a sexist manager. Because fuck gender roles. So yeah, that was my experience at Zumiez. And if anyone that I worked with sees this video and gets mad at me, they can fuck off. They don't work there. No one that I'm talking about right now works there anymore. Except for that sexist asshole. If anyone sees this, can you, like, find out who it is and, like, egg his house? That's so bad. I don't even care. I fucking hate him. But yeah, that's why I quit Zumiez. Overall, besides like the terrible people that they hire there, I had a good time. It was a really chill job, especially for my first job. I don't regret working there. I worked there for a year before I quit. I learned a lot there. That's where I got most of my retail experience. Like, I don't regret working there. I just fucking hate some of the people that they hired. But if you want to go work at Zumiez, go for it. Like I said, it was really chill if you don't care about professionalism, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's all I really have to say. This is a long-ass video and I'm gonna have to cut a lot out, but it's fine. Hope you enjoyed. Check out my other video about why I hate high school, because I'm apparently in a very ranty mood the past like month. So yeah, like this video, subscribe. I'm kind of cute and I'm kind of funny, so thanks for watching.